Got a question. As a mother, what would make you keep your...
I think a lot of single mothers would agree to what I'm about to say. But me as a mother, one reason why my child's father is not allowed around my daughter ever is once you prove to me that you are a harm to me, you prove to me that you are a harm to your daughter, even if you've never laid a finger on her. And on top of that, if you can neglect a woman during her most vulnerable stage in life called pregnancy, you do not need to be around your child. And I'm saying this out of respect and not out of bitterness, because a lot of the time, a lot of people take a single mother's post, twist it to fit their narrative and call her bitter. But a lot of single mothers are not keeping their kids away from someone. They are protecting their child away from someone who is a harm and who is not a safe place for that child. Because if you can neglect a child mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, you do not need to see your kid at all.
What the hell did you just say?
I don't really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. She's a clown. She's a clown. Here's the issue. This isn't for the quote unquote single mothers, and this isn't for the fathers, or however you want to slice it, the baby dad, whatever you want to call it, right? This is for the families of the mother and the father and the kids, because what she said when I saw the comment section, people said it, simply like the same thing could be said about you the way you're talking and thinking. You're not a good person to have the kid on a regular basis, but the families never see the logic and the amount of selfishness that goes into the animosity. Because if her parents were to go, I'm sure they saw it by now, but her parents would go, you mean to tell me he didn't do nothing to you, but you mad because he wasn't there for you the way you wanted him to be there for you when you was pregnant. So that's your baby for 18 straight years, and somehow you're a great person for that. You're a great parent for that. I got my feelings hurt, so it's my baby for life. The family got to see with like, oh, okay. The kid got to see where all the animosity lies. So okay, mama, so he wasn't there for you. He didn't make your doctor's appointments. Fine. So that's the reason he couldn't, I couldn't go out with my dad on the weekends, or I couldn't go over their house, or I couldn't do this. He couldn't have a birthday party over there. You gave back all his presents. So that's what this whole thing is about. Because he wasn't there for you at the hospital. Oh, okay. All right, but you're such a great parent, right? And then, because I'm gonna tell you what winds up happening at some point, because this logic breeds bad parenting. So, at some point, the family starts realizing, you know what? Since this fool want to, be the mother and the father, and they think they can do everything on their own, and they can pick and choose who can come in and out of this child's life, everybody backs off. Because it's one thing when you bring a family to protect the child, it's another thing when you use a family as an offensive line to block the father. That's a completely different thing. So when kids see this, the stories that they were told don't match up with the reality. Because he was abusive, he was toxic, he showed me he didn't care for you, even though he never laid a hand on you. It's just he wasn't there for me. And then you see how at the end of that commentary, it went to you can't be there for the baby financially, this, that, and the third. It went from I got a dumb reason to shut you out to now you a deadbeat on the back end.
And see, the family needs to know this because in real life, this is how it morphs. You participate in parental alienation for a dumb reason, and then the reason has to morph and change over time because you grow up and realize how dumb your reasoning was at the time. So now I need a new reason to make up. And sometimes to get a new reason, you gotta create a conflict and create a new conflict and a new drama. So you see what happened the last time, and it's like you done went 5 years playing this game for this dumb reason, and you want to talk about what happened the last time. They had to deal with you with this dumb logic and this dumb reasoning for 5 years, and you talking about what happened last time. You know, there's so many times where uh it gets hard to explain what she said in that clip to a child because to even a child it won't make sense. It won't make sense. It won't make sense whatsoever. But then that's when the love bombing starts. You know, but I love you and I love you and I'm the one that loves you. And you know what I'm saying? I took you to Chuck E. Cheese last week and nobody ever do that for you. And it becomes guilting the child to be on your side because, like I said, logically, what's being said and done does not make no sense. And because of social media, let's just say 10 years from now, 15 years from now, she's going to see herself from this video and go, oh, wow. Wow, it's my child and the kid, and he ain't going to see the kid ever. Like, ever is a strong word, don't you think? You know, ever means ever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. So, and this is part of the issue because the family's got to know, oh, this decision was already made. So all of the things that happen with the bond being broken between the father and the child stem from this mindset and this decision because she already made up her mind ever. So she's gonna. A lot of ladies who think like this, they act that out. So they create all of these issues and problems because I decided you're never ever gonna be in this child's life because it's my child and it's not your child. They're like, okay. And then by the time, because when you think like that and you do stuff like that, the only probable thing is the kid's gonna wind up like that, as selfish and as you know lacking integrity as you. And then when that happens and the kid's on your head and stressing you out, then it's, I need some help. But you want people to, but it's like, no, you said ever, remember? Not ever until I realize I messed up, but ever. So this is why this logic is bad. This is why the families and the kids got to know what went on, in their quote unquote mom's mind to create this situation. Because what she said was completely stupid and hypocritical because a lot of times they do worse by those kids than the guys do, but hey, the baby's there every day. But anyway, tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.